those people over there on TikTok that thought the rapture was going to occur this month reminds me of that religious group, what's known as the Millerites. Many of you may have heard of the Great Disappointment event that happened, right? These rapture people remind me of the Millerites. I'll get into the Millerites a little later, but hopefully these people that thought the rapture was going to occur and are left behind, because they're still here, hopefully they are okay, right? It's nuts because although I did not think the rapture was going to occur, I've met religious people that are odd, for lack of better words, respectfully, or maybe dwell on and they ponder and they live extremely lives that send them into a mental tailspin. And it's based on their religious beliefs and concerns. So hopefully these people are really okay that thought the rapture was going to occur. Let's get into it. What's up, ladies and gents? Social Nerds here. It's September 28th, 2025, and some people over there on TikTok thought that they were going to experience the rapture on September 23rd, 2025, no later than September 24th, 2025. It did not occur. They are still here on earth with us. Many of them prepared, right? They prepared in ways that, I don't know, the rapture does not require preparation. If you're going to be one of the people levitated up to the heavens to meet God, right? So those people definitely would not need preparation. Maybe if you're left behind, you will need preparation because it's going to be total chaos. Doesn't that sound awful? I've encountered people that, how can I say this? Medically, right? They've been diagnosed with experiencing some sort of psychosis. It's like their life is just flushing away, because they are preoccupied, right? Religiously preoccupied, and it just disturbs their ability to live on a day-to-day basis as what would be seen as normal, the ability to function in a way that they are safe, right? And that other people are safe, because some of these religiously preoccupied people recruit other people and are leading other people. Then you have some people that are just totally with it. There's nothing wrong with them. And they just use religion, right, to have power over people, to mistreat people, to abuse people, to take money from people. They themselves can sometimes preach from the Bible in a way that is believable, but they themselves don't practice at all what they believe. Actually, it's an interesting thing. People that are really, really, really religious in whatever their belief system is something that they just keep in mind every day. Some of these people, not all, because I'm sure there are healthy mind religious people or Christians, right? But some of these people are just over the top, right? They're over the top in their behavior, the way they talk to other people. You know, you've encountered a person maybe that say, my God, my God will this, my God will that. You know, their God is their God alone, right? And I don't know. It's an interesting thing. I think that Christianity, and I'm talking about Christianity because the rapture happens in Christianity, right? I don't know how it exactly happens in the other religions. I've taken world religion classes. I've understand some of the concepts and importance and significance of the religions and why they differentiate, right? You know, like I understand that in Judaism that the Messiah has never come, and that when the Messiah does come in Judaism, the Messiah will come once and do what has to be done, right? In Christianity, the Messiah came. Now, Christianity is based on Judaism, right? It pulls from the First Testament. So I understand in Christianity, Jesus came, but he has to come again to finish things, right? You see the difference? Judaism, the Messiah is going to come once and do what he has to do, and everyone will know that God exists. Christianity, Jesus is the Messiah, and he has to come twice, right? Jesus is also in Islam, but you know they've got good and bad there. You know they've got the Dajjal, and it's just a lot going on with these religions, right? And this brings us to the rapture, because in Christianity, and I don't know how to verbalize this, when Jesus came the first time, he has to come again. And these people that thought they were going to experience the rapture, I mean, from what I'm getting, right? Because the rapture is when certain people will be levitated into the heavens with God, and certain people are going to be left behind, just to keep it simple. And this pinpoints the second coming of Jesus. So these people thought that was going to happen. My understanding is it's unpredictable. And it kind of reminds me of the Millerites. Ever heard of the Millerites? Just quickly, the Millerites, 1843, 1844. They had a preacher named Miller, I think it's William Miller, predicted the day that the Lord was coming again, that Jesus was coming again. It didn't happen. And it is known as the Great Disappointment. This was a Baptist preacher. The Great Disappointment. And other religion came out of the Millerites. The Seventh-day Adventists come out of the Millerites, right? And to this day, I've met Seventh-day Adventists. As a matter of fact, I know some closely. Family members are still, you know, into prophecy, revelations, particularly the book of Daniel. So people are still predicting, and people are still being disappointed. I don't know all the different religions of the people that thought the rapture was coming. I mean, sects, right? They were Christian. I don't know if they were Baptist, Adventist. I don't know what they were, right? But we know that religion can cause havoc for some people, can be the demise of some people. Christianity, there have been members of Christianity, the religion Christianity, that have done awful things, right? You got ministers today being called out for being false. But some people are horrible, and they can preach the Bible pretty well, convincingly, but they themselves don't believe it, right? So hopefully those people that really believed that the rapture was going to occur on the 23rd or the 24th of 2025, hopefully they're mentally okay. They're not feeling too badly about it, right? This is the last thing I'm going to say. There are so many writings in the Bible that are beyond normal, right? That it's I don't want to disrespect the Bible. Although I don't go to church on Sundays, and but I do believe in God. But the writings are so beyond normal. Many of the writings and the information that you can kind of see how a person would get wrapped up in it in an unhealthy way, as far as behavior, what they believe, how they believe things are going to come, and even being in fear of not going to heaven or going to hell. I mean, it's a whole big deal, right? So God foresaw social nurse.